Conservative leader Pierre Poilievre is blaming the Prime Minister for the housing crisis, and he's released a 15-minute ad on social media to make his case.
It's crazy to think, but in a little under a decade, Canada's housing costs have basically doubled.
Poilievre dissects the housing crunch and blasts the government's record.
Canada's housing costs have risen faster and higher than almost any other country on earth.
More than 1 million people have already watched a portion of the video. This digital strategist says a lengthy piece like this is a break from tradition.
Rarely, if not ever, do we see, a 15-minute documentary on one specific policy issue. So an unprecedented move to date in Canadian politics.
Even before the ad, the leader's pointed message was resonating with some voters.
After 8 years of Trudeau, life is increasingly a living hell for the working class people of this country.
A new poll from Abacus Data shows the Conservatives have a 19-point lead nationwide. Housing is now the second most important issue among voters surveyed.
As of right now, the Conservatives are best viewed as being able to handle this crisis.
The Liberals know housing is a weak spot for them politically.
I'll hope you will have seen a shift in approach from the federal government.
Ministers have fanned out across the country to pitch their plan. Money for cities that cut housing-related red tape and low-cost loans for rental construction. The Prime Minister has tried to poke holes in Poilievre's narrative.
He thinks that bullying municipalities and cutting funding for affordable housing will somehow get more shovels in the ground. Well, I think we can all agree that's not responsible leadership.
Economists expect home construction to cool off next year. Higher interest rates have pushed up the cost to build. That's a problem. Federal data suggests the country needs 3.5 million more homes by the end of the decade. JP Tasker, CBC News, Ottawa.